it's going to generate, it will enhance. If it's negative, it's going to draw back and it's going to cause you to decline. And you're going to bring, whatever you say, you can either bring life or death in a situation. The decision to come, once I found out I was pregnant, um, I was just about to go to Job Corps. And that was a great change in my life because that is to expand my education. And then I found out I was pregnant, and being overwhelmed with finance and support, and finding a sitter for my children, the ones I already had birthed, and and it just got so big and so heavy, and the only thing I could think about was to have an abortion. Things that I was already up against, and when I got there, I just thought that was the easy way is to have an abortion, so I wouldn't have to go through that again. I was by myself. I had no one to talk to because when I found out, it was it was like, boom. Yeah. Then I called the abortion clinic, and they was willing. The appointment was like right away. It was no hesitation, and it was like an open door, not knowing that that door that was opened was not a door of a solution. And as I got into the clinic, and they showed us a film of a baby being aborted, and it was like a click. Automatically just clicked. And to see your baby being pulled out of your body, like sucked out of your body, like some animal. And I'm like, no, I can't do this. I couldn't do this. I said, I can't do this. So I ran out of the clinic, and I went back to the Job Corps office. And I sit there and I thought to myself, if I can get through the two I have, then how can a third be much more? And I immediately, that didn't cross my path. My path was to do what I can do, and to be able to take care of my child. And but I tell you, the most beautiful thing, the decision that I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't go through with it. I can tell you today, it was the best choice of my life. I think the thing of seeing how the baby was done, how they did the procedure, that was a fear. That kind of shook me up. And then I began to think about, how could someone do this to a child? How could, I'm like, where's all the places where they can help you to not make these decisions? I began to think about all those things. Those things, they weigh heavily on me, and then that's when I immediately, ran out of that place, because that began to start, it was like a wake-up call. I had to actually see this happen. Or if I had known anyone that had done it, maybe I probably wouldn't have had that thought. But I didn't know anyone that had had an abortion. I just thought, I heard about abortion. If you're going to get rid of a baby, you go to an abortion clinic and they'll get rid of it for you. But I never knew exactly how it was done, and I think that was one of my biggest things that, my biggest is not being taught, educated, of giving you another way out beside an abortion. Like today, I recommend anyone, if you have a child, unwanted pregnancy, don't get rid of it. Don't kill your child. Give it to someone. Someone else could love it. It can give them what they need. And you can still, along the way, if things, as time go on, if you want to see your child, you can still have that relationship with that child, you know. But see, I didn't know that at the time. You know, I thought the easy way out is to go and have it, is to get rid of it, you know. And that was all I thought at that moment. But there was so many things beginning to start resting on me, you know, when I went into that clinic and to feel that, you know, to feel that heaviness and be able to place in position to see where my child would be, you know. In other words, I killed a human being who didn't have a chance to say, I want to stay here. Saying, I made a choice for my child. I would have made a choice for my child. You know, and it was only just being my own and mutual choice. But they had a choice in it too because they're here. That wasn't given to you to, I just don't believe that God gave her to me, you know, and for me to destroy her life. It's like a rational, it's like an emotional decision, you know, and it caves. It caves you. It's like you just like in a hole, you know. You're smothering yourself. You can't get out, you know, because you feel like, okay, if I do this here, then I ain't got to deal with the additional, and sometimes you make profound decisions based on the relationship, you know. It all depends on what brought you to that place of that decision making. But mine was not having enough money, pursuing my education, no support system, and I already had 2 kids. Having a third additional one is like putting more on my plate that I could handle.
And now when you look back,
oh God, as I look back, the beauty. I think about the scripture. God will give you beauty for the ashes. Indeed, He did. That dark place I was in, now I can see the joy of making the right decision. That is to not kill my baby, but give her life. And that life has brought so much joy into my life. I just left her a minute ago. Oh God, the love that I feel every time I surround myself around her. The presence of making a decision to keep her. She is one of the most beautiful, gifted, loving person. I mean, she comes to visit me all the time. She calls me daily. Mama, you okay? Is there anything I can do for you? But you know, I thank God for making the right decision. That's to give her life. Because she gives me life. She made me appreciate life and the life that I give to others. I wish that you guys can meet her. She is so beautiful.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to meet her.
She is so beautiful. I mean, her spirit, I mean, just presented, her standing before you, it's like she opened up that, if you're in that dark place, it's like she shed light into your life. Word of encouragement, very positive. Positive. Mama, it's going to be okay, Mama. I got your back. When you hear those things, you got my back. I don't have anything to worry about. Because she already rest assured me, Mama, I got you. You don't have to worry about nothing, Mama. I'm there for you. And not only does she speak it, but she's about it. It's through her actions.
And she's been this way her whole life?
The entire life. My entire life, this is who she has been. I mean, even when she make her own battles, but she always encouraged me. She encourages me to keep moving forward, Mama. It's going to be all right. The entire life, the time she came into the world. I mean, even at the time when I was struggling with that decision, You know, my eating had begun to like decline. But she was one of my biggest baby. And came here smiling. You know, even though she had that first cry, but she actually smiled. It was like it was like, wow, God. I mean, joy. That was joy. That was inside of me. Joy, leapingness of joy that spring out into this world. I am so excited and I'm so thankful to God that I didn't make that decision. But a decision to give her life and to bring life into the world. That it can bring life to other people's through her doing, through her giving, through her loving,